dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky. This is WYMT Mountain News at 6.
Good evening to you. I'm Dakota Makris. The two-day SOAR Summit concluded this afternoon in Corbin with top officials from across the Commonwealth sharing an optimistic vision for our region and beyond. WYMT's Zach Hawk was there to hear how those visions could become reality.
Welcome to the 2021 Solar Summit.
SOAR is a two-day conference where leaders from across Eastern Kentucky gather and reflect on efforts to strengthen mountain communities.
We are starting to truly see the type of progress in Eastern Kentucky we all dreamed of, and I believe there's a lot more to come.
The Appalachian Regional Commission, or ARC, is a federal agency committed to the development of the 13 states constituting Appalachia. ARC co-chair Gail Manchin says they are targeting communities hit hardest when the coal industry left.
Well, I think it's about new technology, but I think it's also about entrepreneurial jobs. How do we bring our little communities back?
Congressman Hal Rogers sees answering that question as essential to achieving SOAR's goal of revitalizing our towns.
The secret to our resilience in southern and eastern Kentucky is our sense of community, our neighborly love and dedication to our hometowns.
Co-chair Manchin believes federal dollars are on the way to help those towns through the Build Back Better plan, and that now is the time for investment.
If we don't try, if we don't reach out and try to really think bigger than we've ever thought before, shame on us, because we have an opportunity that we may never have again.
In Corbin, Zach Hawk, WYMT Mountain News.
Well, this was the first time the SOAR Summit was held in Corbin, and about 1,500 people attended, making it one of the biggest crowds they've ever had. While at the summit, Governor Andy Beshear commented on a $29 billion grant to support crime victims. The grant is made possible through the Victims of Crime Act and awards 132 service providers across Kentucky who assist those people. Passed in 1984, the Victims of Crime Act established a fund that supports thousands of victim assistance programs today.
We have always focused on the perpetrator of a crime, and that's important. You need to arrest, prosecute, and incarcerate violent criminals. But what we don't focus on enough is the victim, which I believe is the most important person involved in any crime.
Now the money will go towards care for victims as they recover from any physical or mental trauma. A massive tourism development will break ground next Tuesday in Pulaski County. Leaders at Horse Soldier Bourbon are building a $200 million facility that is expected to create 50 jobs. Horse Soldier Bourbon was founded by U.S. Special Forces veterans, the first troops to enter Afghanistan on horseback after the 9/11 attacks.
It's going to be really successful. It's going to be a huge driver for tourism. I can't wait to see what it adds to the region and all the people that come in and spend their dollars right here.
The bourbon is currently distilled in Ohio, but the company will transfer all operations to Somerset when the development is complete. Well, the winner of the third annual Startup Appalachia Pitch Competition made their pitch today at the 2021 SOAR Summit. This year's winner was Walleye Solutions, owned and operated by Billy Brown. Brown says the idea for the business came just about 2.5 years ago. During a conversation, his wife wished there was a way to pass a wire through a wall so she could have a lamp plugged in between the wall to their living room and kitchen area. After unsuccessfully finding this, he came up with the concept for Walleye Port, and the rest was history.
Our units provide a fully tubed opening from one side of a wall or barrier to the other through an aesthetically pleasing tube with adjustable lengths and a variety of ID sizes.
Because Brown placed first place, he received a $7,000 grand prize.
Sunshine has been the hallmark of this afternoon and evening around the mountains, but the cloud cover, it's working back in. As we look outside from our camera at the University of Virginia at Wise, you see the overcast we had through much of the day. We broke out into a little bit of sunshine, but more clouds are on the way. That sunshine really helping warm us up. We're still at 81 here in Hazard. Same thing Jonesville and into Somerset. either side of 80 in many other spots. We'll start to cool off, but only a little bit as we head through the nighttime hours tonight. At the moment, a clean sweep on pinpoint Doppler, but we look out to the west and see the showers. They're gathering to our west. So for tonight, middle 60s, clouds, well, they'll stay with us. Mostly cloudy skies overnights as we stay mild. But we've got even more rainfall and cloud cover on the way. I'll have the details on that coming up in just a little bit. Dakota.
All right, Evan, thank you very much. A Bell County man was arrested on drug charges yesterday in the Pineville area. While police were out investigating a probation, they say 35-year-old Josh Miller ran from them. Police also noticed a gun in Miller's hand. Police say they found Miller trying to hide and were able to arrest him. While searching Miller's belongings, they found several drugs and items they believe were used to sell drugs. Attorney General Daniel Cameron announced the arrest of a Pulaski County man on child exploitation charges today. 23-year-old Bryson Wayne Prater was arrested following an investigation led by the Attorney General's Cyber Crimes Unit. Officials charged him with 100 counts of possessing or viewing of matter portraying a sexual performance by a minor, which is a Class D felony. The investigation is still ongoing. A Wayne County, Kentucky man was recognized today after he stepped into action to save a person's life. In July, Jason T. McGinnis witnessed a car crash on Kentucky Highway 92 East. Now the involved car overturned after hitting a rock embankment and caught fire with the driver still inside. McGinnis ran to the car, broke the rear window, and pulled the driver to safety. Wanting to thank McGinnis, Wayne County Sheriffs awarded McGinnis the Act of Bravery Life-Saving Citizen Award. He was given a plaque and a certificate to recognize his act of heroism. The positivity rate in the Commonwealth continues to decline. Governor Andy Beshear announced 52 new cases of COVID today, increasing the statewide total to 721,895. There were 52 new deaths, bringing the death toll to 9,262. One of Kentuckians that was reported dead today was as young as 38 years old. The positivity rate is now a little less than 8%. You can always find the latest COVID-19 information over on our website at WYMT.com. Local law enforcement agencies are mourning the death of one of their own today. 46-year-old Oliver Little died yesterday after being hospitalized for COVID since last month. WYMT's Buddy Forbes has more about the impact he had on the communities he served.
Oliver Little always had big dreams.
As a kid, he wanted to become a police officer.
And a passion to answer the call to serve.
He was a servant. I mean, that's what Oliver was.
So he dedicated decades to doing just that, starting as an EMT and working his way to a career in law enforcement.
Not glamorous. It wasn't, it wasn't making the front line, headline of the paper, but it was Oliver.
Serving the people of Floyd County as a sheriff's deputy, but filling roles far beyond the badge.
He was literally like everybody's big brother, not only our big brother, but I would say the community's big brother as well.
A love he was taking on to his next journey as he transitioned to the Pikeville Police Department.
He always wanted a new adventure, but wherever he went, he found a home and he found family.
Until he was diagnosed with COVID-19 last month, never making it to his new position.
That kind of person, that kind of loss is terrible. It's a tragic event to lose an officer of his caliber.
Little died Wednesday, but the role he played will forever live on through those whose lives he's touched.
He's like a real-life superhero. I mean, the man was amazing. It's really indescribable.
As they work to fill the big shoes Little leaves behind.
I just hope I could be half the person he is.
In Floyd County, Buddy Forbes, WYMT Mountain News.
Well, funeral arrangements are still in the works, but officers are expected to escort Little's body from Pikeville to Prestonsburg tomorrow morning. A call for civility from a central Kentucky school district. Estill County Schools posted the message to Facebook. The school superintendent says there have been a few cases of parents being abusive to school leaders. Superintendent Jeff Saylor says it's over disagreements on COVID-19 restriction, mandates, and guidelines. Estill County currently has a mask mandate in place that some parents disagree with, but the superintendent says he hopes they may be able to lift that before the end of the school year. Well, the Mountain Arts Center is gearing up for more shows as fall and the holiday season is swiftly arriving. The MAC is hosting Up Bobby and Teddy Cyrus October 16th, as well as a sold-out show with David Crowder on the 26th and the Kentucky Opry Junior Pros Halloween show on the 23rd. Along with the excitement this month, the venue has shows throughout the holiday season and most recently a brand new addition to its wall of country music icon murals.
We've got Dwight Yoakam added to the hallway here, another awesome job by Peyton Martin, a local artist that we have on staff here. He does a phenomenal job. So we're adding some more country music highway artists to the walls here, and you never know what we'll do next.
Campbell says the staff and artist Peyton Martin does have some ideas about new addition to the wall of country icons, but none are currently in progress. Thursdays on the Triangles is back with a bit of a fall twist. WYMT's Corey Sanning is live in downtown Hazard as the event gets underway. Corey, good evening.
Dakota, it may not feel like fall outside just yet, but that isn't stopping the Hazard community coming together and celebrate the season. Now this year's Thursdays on the Triangle was pushed back due to COVID and heat-related issues, but it is finally underway with artists, vendors, brewers, and even a chili cook-off set to take place. You can also shop the Perry County Farmers Market and even get a COVID-19 vaccine if you choose. Event organizer Tim Deaton tells me this is all about community, something he is very passionate about.
We, even as a nation right now, we're all beaten down and we're all scared and we're all unsure with all the uncertainty that's going on. And so having an event that's not necessarily COVID-centric is something that we want to keep pushing and we want to keep doing because it's been the center of our lives for a year and a half and we want to change that script.
Now, Dakota, as you can see behind me, it's getting crowded rather quick, and I'm going to need to toss back to you because I smell chili and it's calling my name. Live in Hazard, Corey Sanning, WYMT Mountain News.
All right, Corey, well, bring us back some chili. Thank you. Well, you can be sure to tune in for Mountain News tonight at 11 for a full recap, including word from the winner of the chili cook-off.
Tell you, the chili doesn't sound too bad out there because we've got chilly weather on the way, pun intended. I'll have the latest on when we could see the cold temperatures moving in coming up.
And we share with you how a rescue originally from our area won People's Magazine World's Cutest Rescue Dog. We talked to both Heaven and her parent on what this win means to them and our local shelter.